Hi guys. The market has just ended, and I usually like to see the end of day, end of the week, so that to see how the market wraps up. Okay, so you have a trading view. It's always good for you to open a trading view and post some analysis just for your own reference. What is happening here? Let me. Alright, just for your own reference, you can like you can put in your analysis and then you can follow up and see how it goes, which is another way for you to improve yourself. And why I cannot go to my profile? Okay, so okay, so you can post and then you can make analysis to see how price go. Does it go according to your plan or not? Okay, like for instance, for last week I only put Euro Aussie and Pound Aussie, but I actually have done most of the pairs in my own analysis, in my own charts. Euro Aussie was very nice. Okay, Euro Aussie was very nice. As I said, on Monday I'm waiting for this push down, and then I'm anticipating for the next push up to go down. This is just perfectly very nice. Okay, Pound Aussie, but Euro USD, I expect market to go up slightly and then go down and go up. But in this case, right, it was very slow. So of course, there's no momentum going into the USD pairs for this week. So it's a bit a waste of time, I would say, this kind of momentum to look into any buy or sell, which is why I went for Euro Aussie. Alright, so let's do a bit of analysis based on the trend that I've shown you, the trend video, and hopefully y'all can get an idea, because it will be exactly the same way as how I analyze the market. Let's look at pound yen. Okay, this is the pound. Oh, this is Euro Aussie. Let's go pound yen. Alright, this is the pound yen right now. Okay, since the weekly has done, we will go to the weekly. So the 4-hour work, especially exactly as how I anticipated, right? After push down, a retest at the previous supply zone, and then price pushing down, which is movement from here 155 to 153. Oh, that was really around 130 pips plus minus, so that's quite good. But let's see how it goes. Okay, now see the weekly close. The weekly close, okay, this is where we will see the weekly close. What can we observe from here? Okay, still remember when I say about the trend? And if you have already went to the trend, you will roughly know what am I looking for in this kind of setup. Alright, I'm looking for a sell, more into the sell because of how steep this is. Alright, how steep this is, and then how price is now having problems. Okay, a very big problem going up. Okay, and we also see an inside bar here, inside bar breakout here, which tells me into the direction that it may want to take. Alright, in which that I expect the market to fall to anywhere below this, around these levels here. Okay, if it goes around here, I think it will take around a couple of weeks to even get here. But to be a more realistic approach, right, is actually around this level here, at this previous resistance which has been broken. That would be the most realistic one. So we know that there's an inside bar breakout here. Okay, this inside bar breakout indicates direction. So if you look at the concluded weekly close here, the concluded weekly close is telling me that price retest the previous high here, but I mean near to the high, but it could not close past the previous week high, nor can it close past the weekly previous open, which is here. So that tells me that it's still good. I mean, over the next few weeks, right, we can still look for a sell in this market. Okay, so if you look at this the structure of this market, okay, the structure of this market, yes, we can see high lows here, and you can see high lows here. But now, as you can see, that this bullish candle pushing up is more of a liquidity grab to me, and a correction. You can call it a correction as well, rather than rather than a buy setup for market to go higher. That's according to my view. Because if you look from this perspective, right, what are we looking here? Okay, we are looking at lower highs here. Why is this considered a lower high? Because this high is lower than this previous high. Okay, it's not necessarily become a lower low in this case. It's a lower low from here, but it does not break this support, this demand here, drop base rally, right? But eventually price does break this demand, which is tell us the flow that you want to go in the future. And then this is the lower high again, which is lower than this high, and then this is where price make a drop to a new lower low here. And if you look at this candle that is pushing up this week, this is still considered a lower high, right? This is still considered a lower high, and this lower high is formed near a supply zone of a rally based drop. Okay, this is the rally based drop here, which is on the 4 hour. Okay, so there are a lot of there's a lot of ways that this market is going to move for next week, the way I see it. Okay, the ideal scenario, of course, is with that supply zone. Okay, the ideal scenario is make a second double top, perhaps. Okay, double top here, and then wait for a price action signal for it to go down in line with the weekly direction of the inside bar breakout, and to continue this wave towards the downside. Okay, that will be the ideal scenario. But if price does not go into that, so if price continue to go down here, this is not the area where I want to buy. Okay, because my bias is towards going short. Why? As I say, on the weekly we have been quite overextended to the upside, and we can see in the daily there is no, is the market trending higher? No. But is the market trending lower? In this case, this is the lower high, and now we can start to see still lower high right now. We received 1, 2, 3 lower high, and this is considered here, even though it closed in this way, this is one higher low. Alright, so it's still the sellers are staying in control in this case, because the buyers failed to push the prices higher. Simple equation from there. Okay, so for next week and a couple of weeks for pound yen, right, I will still be looking for that sell. Okay, looking for a sell, and based on the daily that we can see from here, the most obvious demand, which is quite strong, I would say would be around this zone here at the 149. Okay, will be our first take profit level should that happens. Okay, should be so I'm waiting for a retest. Okay, price does not necessarily go up and then straight away go down, right? I mean, what I'm trying to put here is that it will play around here, and then, you know, pick a couple of price action, and then eventually move down to this demand area. Okay, and whether it if we manage to break this with a lot of power, then I would say that the downtrend might start soon. Okay, we are very overextended in this uptrend, very much overextended. Okay, so I'm totally not interested in looking for a buy. Seriously, totally not. So if it goes up, it goes up. Okay, if it goes up, it goes up. I don't give a damn. Okay, at these high prices, right, you'll be very it's suicidal to go and look for a buy. Okay, a higher high here, because I'm very afraid if I want to take a buy at this kind of levels. Okay, at this kind of price. Okay, it's too high. Even though for the monthly we can see here inside bar breakout, right? So it just makes perfect sense for it to come down to test this pivot point of this inside bar. Okay, for me usually I love putting it at the top of the mother bar. Alright, so the 142 and then 142, then price might go up. I wouldn't know that. Okay, we have to see and wait how it goes. But as I say, it's very interesting, I would say. So pound yen done for next week. And euro yen, yeah, still looking for a sell as well. Okay, it's going to be the same thing. Okay, so as you can see right now, price is rejecting this base here, and then now we can see I mean, very interesting weak bar momentum inside bar. Before this inside bar, price is pushing down. So next week I'm going to look for a sell. Okay, to continue this inside bar breakout towards the downside. And since this has been taken, so in this case this demand might just be broken. So in this case, okay, see price here, take this and push up, right? And then this one test here, right? So in this case, this is no longer a valid zone for us to even care. So where's the next zone? Let me see if I see from the weekly. From the weekly, if I think the monthly they should have an inside bar breakout as well. Monthly. Nope, no inside bar breakout, but we can see this is a significant level here that has been quite violated in the past and not retest, so that could be a good level. Alright, so we will see from here. Okay, this is another level in the weekly. Why? Okay, this is where inside bar here, this is a mother bar, inside bar, price retest. Okay, price retest. So in this case, first you have an inside bar fakey, but then price retest here and then make to an inside bar breakout here, and then push up higher. Okay, and that is when people at higher high people buy, and that's it. You got it by the broker, by the market. Okay, but given this weekly close for euro yen, there is slight bullish pressure, I would say, based on the close. Yeah, but the daily is not telling me otherwise. So that bullish pressure comes from the first 2 days of this week. Okay, now the momentum starts to boil down. Okay, and then price has been moving sideways. So in this case, I'm just looking for a sell. I'm not looking for a buy right now, based on this euro yen. So let's see next week what happens. Okay, if it goes up one more time, even better. Then give me a good price for us to look for another sell. Okay, I'm not going to change my bias just because of what I see here. Okay, if I'm going to see here and take a buy, that means you're looking only at one time frame. Okay, which is not going to help you. As I say, the minimum is 2 time frame, and it really sets up very good for us to look for a sell in this case. Okay, so euro yen, look for a sell. Pound Aussie, USD pairs, I think given the momentum and the fact that DSY is moving with weak buy momentum in this case, I will not be interested in taking any USD pairs in this case. It's quite a waste of time given the fact the price is already here. I think for me, you can see price make a base here before they decide to push the market down from here. This candle here starts to push the market down, that dictate the movement in subbar breakout. So that is the order flow of a sell based on the direction of the inside bar breakout. So price may continue to go up and retest this area before looking to go down. So we have to wait and see what happens. At this rate, I don't want to buy. Or CN. Let's see the weekly close. Same story. The most yen pairs in my view for the next few weeks, right? To me, the better risk reward is to go short. Okay, for most yen pairs, the better risk reward is really to go short. Okay, price is not in a demand, price is in a supply. Okay, like it or not, price is in a supply. Price go up, go up, go up, go up. You go is going to go supply and go down. Okay, go up, go up, go up, go up, supply, go down. Go up, go up, go up, go up, supply, go down. Okay, then and from here we are already seeing prices inside this mother bar, and even though it looks like it's back and forth, but what is this telling me is that the buyers are no longer in control. Right? There is no higher high, and there's no momentum going into and there's no break of structure except for this bullish candle, of course. But this bullish candle is telling people to buy, right? Okay, so never dictate your trading decision based on the color of the candles, right? You're going to fail dramatically if you're going to do that. Okay, so this price might go down slightly, going up and retest to make a double top and finally break out of the consolidation. That is what. So I'm not going to mark that because it doesn't make any sense. Yep. So this will be my zone to look for a sell. Yep. Go down, go up, and then down. Well, yes, that's it. I think for pound Aussie and the pound is at the after this drop, right? Price should consider retest a bit high, make a retrace. Price should make a slight retrace, maybe around here perhaps, and then to start a new downtrend towards the downside. Why? As I say, same logic. Okay, overextended. It needs to drop. It needs to drop to gain some liquidity in order to go high. Can this go up? Yeah, but not this way. Okay, at this rate, where this way is not a good location for us to buy. Your buy should come near to the demand area, which is around here. This is a very good demand area. Why? Price consolidated for quite some time before the explosion came up. So this will be a very good demand area for us to look for the buys. At this rate, it's not a buy, look for a sell. The risk reward for you to get a sell is a bit more lucrative than the buy at this location, at this level, and this sentiment, and this pressure. It's more looking for a sell. Bitcoin is moving sideways, okay, but still based on the downtrend. Okay, still on the impulsive move sideways. Price should continue way down, and once it goes way down here, then we have to wait and see what happens, because after that, after a new trending move, the next thing that's going to be we can expect market to do is moving sideways before starting to move up. So this will be a good place for a buy should that price action happens. But at any rate, here it's better to look for sell for Bitcoin. Okay, and that's it. Okay, that's it, and I'm done for next week. And for the next video, most probably I'll give you guys some time to sink in regarding the trend, because you all still need to practice, you all still need to apply, and the most important thing is practice, backtest, and apply. Okay, for whatever that you learn or something that you learn, you can't just learn something and expect a miracle to happen. Does miracle happen? Yes, but not many, right? Not often. So let's be practical about our approach. Let's be realistic. Okay, but do take some time to apply and understand the spirit of what the message is trying to share with you regarding looking at market trend. Okay, and how to define and what kind of followers you want to make, and why do you want to buy, why you do want to sell, reasons, rationale, and all that. Alright, so that's it. I'll see you guys next week as we are in this journey together in this trading. Alright, cheers, bye bye.